Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're checking out Xiaomi's brand new extended range SUV, the Xiaomi SKYNOMAD. This is the first model in the lineup, available in two versions, the N90 and the N70. What really sets these SUVs apart is how incredibly well they make use of interior space. In fact, calling them masters of space optimization wouldn't be an overstatement. So what makes these two models stand out from the crowd of other extended-range SUVs? Let's explore everything from the exterior to the interior, all in this one video. A quick shout out to our automotive partner in China for sharing this video and helping make it possible. Thank you for your support. Hey everyone, it's Michael from motortorque. If you enjoy staying up to date with the latest automotive news, reviews, and industry updates, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our exciting content. Thanks for watching, and let's get started. Let's begin with the size. The SUV measures 5,285 millimeters in length, 1,998 millimeters in width, and 1,825 millimeters in height, with a wheelbase of 3,080 millimeters. Those dimensions place it firmly in the full-size SUV category. But Xiaomi has taken a rather unconventional approach with its proportions by using a short front overhang and a longer rear section. This allows the front functional area to be as compact as possible, pushes the front seats further forward, and creates noticeably more room for both the second and third rows. At the same time, the vehicle's visual center of gravity appears lower, giving this large SUV a balanced look that doesn't feel oversized or bulky. When it comes to styling, the SUV carries Xiaomi's signature design language while introducing a fresh identity of its own. Officially, this design philosophy is called Feng Yuan Run. The square-inspired form reflects the confidence that comes with generous interior space, while the rounded elements create a welcoming and approachable appearance. Every edge of the vehicle has been softened with smooth curves, allowing the square profile to project a stable, mountain-like presence. You'll also notice the body avoids excessive diagonal lines, resulting in clean, restrained surfaces that not only maximize space, but also create a refined visual appeal. One of the most recognizable features of the SUV is its lighting design. The headlights continue Xiaomi's signature cross-shaped theme, which Lei Jun refers to as the dragonfly headlights. The daytime running lights are integrated into a single unit, while the two projector lenses are positioned farther apart, creating a wider and more distinctive appearance. Performance matches the design as well, with the high beams reaching up to 605 meters and the low beams providing an impressive 180-degree lighting range, combining style with practicality. Moving to the rear, the SUV features three-dimensional heart-shaped taillights built around an inverted U-shaped design. Their vertical layout, together with the wide tailgate, give the rear end a stronger and more commanding look. There are also several thoughtful details throughout the exterior, including the sky channel, frameless side mirrors, an oval-shaped LiDAR sensor, and what Xiaomi calls the hidden treasure air duct. Along with flush door handles, every one of these elements serves the same purpose, improving both interior space and aerodynamic efficiency. The featured exterior color is called Distant Mountain Green. Inspired by the horizon where distant mountains meet the sky, this finish incorporates subtle blue-green pigments along with metallic particles. As lighting conditions change, the paint reveals different shades, giving the vehicle a dynamic and sophisticated appearance. The true heart of this SUV is Xiaomi's Kunlun platform, developed specifically for intelligent, flexible space SUVs. Its biggest strengths can be summed up in three key ideas: a completely flat floor, a square interior layout, and extra-long sliding rails. Let's start with the floor. The battery pack, fuel tank, and rear motor are all positioned beneath it, creating an almost perfectly flat surface that stretches from the driver's area all the way to the cargo compartment. The usable flat space extends nearly 3 meters, with a floor angle of just 2.95 degrees, making it feel almost completely level. The result is that you can move through the cabin without stepping over raised sections. Next is the square layout. front. The interior provides an impressive 4.4 square meters of usable space. To put that into perspective, it's comparable to the size of a V-shaped living room, creating an exceptionally open and spacious cabin. Finally, there are the extra-long sliding rails. The vehicle is equipped with as many as 6 rails, and in the N90 Max, the seat rails measure an impressive 1,938 millimeters, almost 2 full meters. By comparison, traditional SUV seat rails are usually only about 1 meter long. This extended travel dramatically increases the flexibility of the interior, allowing the cabin to adapt to different needs much more effectively. Now let's open the door and take a look inside. I'm currently sitting in the Xiaomi N90, and I have to say, my first impression is that everything feels refreshingly different. The cabin introduces a completely new design language compared to Xiaomi's previous clean, jade-inspired interiors. The first thing that stands out is the dashboard. In most vehicles I've driven, the dashboard extends quite a far way towards the driver, making the seating position feel a little confined. Here, the dashboard has a much flatter profile, which creates a noticeably different driving sensation. It takes a little getting used to at first, but it also makes the cabin feel more open. That doesn't mean practicality has been sacrificed. Even though most of the touch controls are now hidden inside 2 recessed sections at the front, Xiaomi has still kept essential physical controls where they matter. There are dedicated controls for opening and closing functions, along with a rotary knob that adjusts both airflow direction and fan speed. Another familiar feature that remains is Xiaomi's signature multi-function screw base, one of the brand's unique innovations. Since the center console is designed to slide forward and backward, the front cabin layout is naturally different from before. Previous Xiaomi interiors featured a fixed center console with air vents and storage underneath, but this new arrangement offers a fresh approach. The door opening system is another interesting detail. A light pull activates the electric door release, while pulling the handle fully engages a traditional mechanical mechanism as a backup, giving you both convenience and reliability.
With this setup, a single door offers 2 different ways to open it. Moving over to the center console, you'll find 2 cup holders at the front, followed by a pair of wireless charging pads underneath. Behind those is a storage compartment, then another set of 2 cup holders, and below everything sits a dedicated 9-liter compressor refrigerator. Unlike the more common semiconductor coolers, this unit delivers much better cooling and heating performance. It even supports cooling while the vehicle is turned off, and according to Xiaomi, it consumes less than 1 kilowatt-hour of electricity per day. As long as the battery has enough charge, you can keep it running for extended periods, meaning you'll always have a cold drink waiting whenever you step into the car. That's definitely a nice touch. The steering wheel has also been completely redesigned compared to the SU7 series. While the previous one leaned toward a sportier feel, this new design emphasizes comfort and stability, both in its shape and the way it feels in your hands. Just ahead of it is a compact instrument display that presents the essential driving information with a clean, minimalist layout. To my right is the main infotainment screen, and this is where things get really interesting. Looking at the interface, you'll notice that almost every component inside the cabin, except for the dashboard, can be adjusted. That includes the seats, the center console, the second row seats, and even the third row seats, all of which can be moved electrically and repositioned. So, how does this system actually work? Let's dive in. This Xiaomi SUV has been built around one core idea, making the most of interior space. Inside the system, you'll find 3 primary layout options: driving and passenger layouts, versatile double bed, and versatile living room. Let's start with driving and passenger layouts. Within this section, there are 4 different configurations: private cabin, 7-person reading cabin, convenient storage, and integrated storage. So, what makes these layouts different? In a conventional vehicle, the front seats slide on 2 fixed rails. The second row seats each have their own separate rails, and the third row is usually fixed in place because it's mounted directly above the wheel arches. As a result, moving the front seats forward creates more room for the second row, but that extra space comes at the expense of the first row since the third row can't be repositioned. The Xiaomi N90 SUV approaches things differently because its third-row seats are also adjustable. That means the available space can be redistributed much more freely.
For example, in the private cabin layout, the second row seats fold inward while the third row moves farther back. This allows the second row seats to slide all the way towards the rear, creating an exceptionally spacious second row seating area without reducing the comfort of the front seats. That's exactly why Xiaomi calls it the private cabin. Using the same concept, the 7-person reading cabin adopts a 2-2-3 seating arrangement, giving every passenger plenty of personal space. Since the second row can shift forward and backward while the third row is also adjustable, the cabin feels open both in front of and behind each seat. Right now, with the SUV set to the 7-person reading cabin mode, you can see the amount of legroom available. Both the first and second rows still offer just over 2 fists worth of space, making them very comfortable. Between the second and third rows, there's an 18-centimeter walkway, wide enough for someone as large as Da Pan to move through without any trouble. The third row seat cushion measures 1,276 millimeters across. Da Pan is now sitting properly in the third row, and he still has around 1 fist of headroom. The seat back angle is already comfortable, and if needed, it can recline even farther. Now let's check the legroom by sliding the third row all the way back. This is the furthest position. Even here, there's still close to 2 fists of legroom, slightly less than that, roughly around 1 fist. Even with your legs stretched out, the seating position remains very comfortable. Next, let's try the middle seat. Sitting in the center, an adult the size of Da Pan can fit comfortably as well. That means the rear bench isn't just designed to look like it seats 3 adults. It genuinely provides enough room for 3 adults. Overall, the 7-seat layout delivers an impressively comfortable experience for every passenger. Although the luggage compartment doesn't appear especially large with all 7 seats in use, Xiaomi has made excellent use of the available space. By lowering the cargo floor and increasing the vertical storage area, let's see if it can actually fit 7 20-inch suitcases. Time for the big test, and here's the result. It fits perfectly. If carrying cargo is your priority, you can simply switch over to the ultimate storage mode.
Once you activate this mode, the seat backs and seat cushions automatically straighten, turning what was once a large open cabin into a tall, vertical storage area. And now comes the impressive part. Watch as the entire third row slides completely forward. As it moves, the cargo area opens up dramatically. Unlike SUVs where the third row simply folds flat, this design creates a much smoother loading floor, while also providing considerably more vertical space because there's no need to work around the height of the wheel arches. So, can it actually fit 2 bicycles? Let's find out. Plenty of SUVs can carry bikes, but in most cases you have to remove the seats, handlebars, or even the wheels to make them fit. Vehicles like the Xiaomi N90 are much rarer because you can load the bicycles into the cargo area without taking them apart. Now let's see if the tailgate closes completely. And there you have it. At this point, you're probably wondering whether all of that extra space can also be turned into a bed. The answer is yes. The N90's built-in system offers 2 sleeping configurations, one using the first and second rows, and another using the second and third rows. Let's see the second and third row setup in action. Now the N90 is in its bed configuration. Just look at how large and spacious the sleeping area is. Here's how it works. First, the third row seats fold down completely. Then the second row slides forward. This creates a huge flat platform at the rear. An official inflatable accessory is then placed in the suspended section to provide proper support, resulting in a comfortable and well-supported bed. It's an excellent setup for camping. Another standout feature is that the seats in the Xiaomi N90 can rotate a full 360 degrees. For example, when you activate living room mode, the seat bases support complete rotation. Thanks to the 3 different rotation settings available for both the main frame and the subframe, when switching into full living room mode, both sections rotate, allowing the first and second rows to face each other. At the same time, the second and third rows fold and slide closer together until they reach the rear of the cabin, creating a spacious and comfortable area for meetings or relaxing. It's clear that the N90 has been designed to make the absolute most of every inch of interior space. In just a few moments, the vehicle transforms from a family SUV into a quiet lounge or meeting room. With the seats facing each other, 4 people can comfortably play games, watch a sporting event, or simply enjoy afternoon tea together. It's a surprisingly inviting setup. The attached table is equally impressive. Because it's securely attached to the hinges of the electric sliding rails, it feels extremely solid during use, so there's no concern about it wobbling or tipping over. In addition to this fixed table, Xiaomi also offers another table with a backrest that can be installed quickly whenever you need it. Overall, the N90 makes excellent use of its flexible interior space. Now that we've explored the Xiaomi Pengcheng N90 inside and out, what do you think of it? To be honest, many of you probably own vehicles from the 9 series. The design philosophy behind this SUV is quite different. Many competing models put a heavy emphasis on luxury features and advanced technology, especially for passengers in the second row. While those seats are often packed with functions, the third row usually receives far less attention. The space between the second and third rows is often limited, third row comfort is only acceptable, and the cargo area isn't used as efficiently as it could be. The N90 takes a different approach. It focuses on maximizing usable space throughout the entire cabin. While the second row remains highly comfortable, the third row is equally accommodating. When you need extra cargo capacity, the sliding rail system and folding seats combine to create a remarkably large luggage compartment, giving the interior a level of flexibility that's hard to match. Whether you're driving alone or traveling with all 7 seats occupied, the cabin adapts easily to different situations while keeping everyone comfortable. After seeing features like meeting mode and the large bed configuration, you probably have a much clearer picture of what this SUV is all about. The Xiaomi Pengcheng also adopts a battery reduction solution, allowing it to use a smaller battery pack while helping reduce the overall cost of the vehicle. According to market analysts, the expected price is between $250,000 and $350,000, which is roughly $51,842 US. If that estimate proves to be accurate, this SUV should be an extremely competitive option in its segment. That wraps up today's video. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!